It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com from the brand new Ace Frehley release called Space Invader. That's called Gimme a Feelin'. And opening up the show tonight, we heard something from probably one of my all-time favorite live discs, Brittany Fox, Long Way to Live with Long Way to Love. And who doesn't love this guy? My partner, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
I'd imagine there's a few people that don't love me.
Well, you know what? People will get over it.
Yeah, I guess.
Get over it.
That's right.
So we're back. We're on a live show tonight.
Shit, one time this month.
Yeah, it has. I mean, it's not that they haven't had a live show, but as far as this month goes, yeah, it's for you and me together behind the coveted CMS mics. Yeah, one show this month.
And I think that's it, right? Because next week we're either pre-recorded or skipping.
Yeah, because you're going to go see Priest.
Yep, I'm going to see the Priest next week. So, yeah, one show in October. How's that, friends?
Well, they got a good pre-record last week. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about the pre-records, but I thought last week's show was really solid for a pre-record.
Yeah, it was good. And you know what? This was the first time ever that I got quite a few responses of people saying that it was really good.
Now, why do you think they thought it was good?
Well, the reasons range from hating John Rufo to, and him not being a part of the show, to hating Tim James and him not being part of the show, to that we were just on point. And we really were locked in. And I agree. Me and you were really, when we were doing it, it was real obvious to both of us that we were really locked in.
Yeah, but the thing is that you were dead on your feet recording the show.
Well, yeah, I was. I had not slept in days, as is sort of the case lately.
Right.
But yeah, we did it. But for whatever reason, we got up enough to do, I thought, a good show.
Yeah, I listened back to the segments and I was very pleased with the outcome. I thought the time that we spent with Mikey was good. I thought the Ken Barr segment was good. I thought some of our silly discussion was good. So a solid show for a pre-record. And I don't want to sound like I'm like praising ourselves, but as much as our fans dislike the fact that we do a pre-record, I think they got a good show for a pre-record.
Yeah, I think they did. And you know what? If they don't think they did, well, eat a bag of dicks. There's plenty of other shows to listen to.
Sure. Well, somebody who was listening to our pre-record is our friend Tommy Krash.
That's right.
He's checked in 2 or 3 times since last week via the voicemail. And that guy is just off the hook.
Dude, he called me last night. He called me about 7, 8 o'clock last night. I don't remember what time it was, but I was rolling talking to him.
Yeah.
I mean, I was literally just laughing and not saying anything, just listening to him go.
Yeah.
He's a character, man.
Yeah, he is the epitome of stream of consciousness guy.
He is fucking the bomb.
Yeah, he is. So Tommy Krash is going to join us on the show tonight.
He is.
We're going to call him and we're going to chat with him and see what's up with him and his world because obviously this guy's got a lot to say and he's got a lot going on. And I just want to tap into some of that energy and some of that conscious thought that he brings to the table because regardless of, I said this last week on the pre-record, regardless of the content, the way he presents it is just astounding.
Oh, it is. It's fantastic.
So if you're not into the adult language,
right?
Just the fact that he's so fluent is to me, I admire the guy for his talent to do that.
I was talking to him, and obviously Filth Radio is new, and, it's something that he's just launching and whatnot. And he even said to me last night, he's like, oh, if I could tap into some of you guys' audience, that'd be great. And I was like, yep, well, that's kind of why we want you on.
Yeah, sure.
We want this show to keep going.
Right. So, and I would like to think, and then we'll ask him, but I would think that the CMS is somewhat of an inspiration to what he does. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. I don't know, but I would imagine that he saw us doing it. It was like, fuck, anybody can do it if these two dickheads can.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Probably.
So another guest on the show tonight, somebody that I reached out to and who basically reached back at us with, that I didn't even realize, but somebody that we covered on the pre-record last week. We were checking out a show that was thrown to us by one of our fans called Creatures of the Net.
Right.
And this and forgive me for forgetting your name because it's kind of an odd name. He left a post on our CMS Facebook thanking us for covering his show.
Okay.
But this kid, I call him a kid because he's a kid.
Cassius Morris.
That's it, Cassius.
Yeah.
He was on this kid's show, Cassius Morris, Creatures of the Net. He was part of the Ace Frehley organization at one point. I guess he was his tour manager or his assistant.
Yeah, he worked with Ace, and then he wrote the book, Kiss and Tell.
And we're talking about Gordon Geppert. We reached out to Gordon and say, hey, you did a real good job there with Creatures of the Net, and you seem to have a lot of good stories to tell. So any chance you want to jump in and tell us a few stories?
Sure.
And he's just like, of course I'll do your show.
Yeah.
So
he seems like a guy that likes to talk, so it's all good.
Yeah, so I'll be looking forward to talking to Gordon. And then I know you mentioned this to me last week, so I checked up on it.
Uh-huh.
Our friend Nader the Priest.
Yeah.
He texted me back and said, just call me when you're ready.
Oh, wow. So we're not doing any topics.
Well, why do we need topics? We got good guests.
I know. We got great guests this week.
Yeah, so there you go. So that's what's happening on the CMS tonight.
Yeah. And things are changing. The whole show changes in, 15 minutes?
Does it?
I think it does. You don't think it does?
I don't know. Are you talking about our affiliation with Uncontrolled Noise?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about our event that we're going to announce in 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that changes a little bit of CMS. I would agree.
I think it changes it a lot.
Sure.
But yeah, we got that going on. Well, I didn't realize Nader was coming on. That's good.
Well, that's why I checked with them. I sent him a text and I said, Chris casually mentioned to me last week that you wanted to come on the show. Is that still happening?
Okay, good.
And all he said was, call me when you're ready.
That's good.
So Nader will be returning to the CMS.
Sure, that's cool.
And you know who we need to get back on because not only is he an entertaining guy, but because he's got something going on that involves the metal fans out there is our good friend Eric Braverman.
Oh yeah, sure.
We need to get him back on, not necessarily this week, but he's got a fundraising program out there that he's trying to raise some funds for heavy metal television.
That's right.
And, I'd like to give Eric some exposure for that. And, he's always a blast to speak with. So we need to invite him on and be a part of the show so he can talk about his fundraising campaign and raise some cash for heavy metal television.
Right. Well, maybe we can reach out to him during the week. And when we do the pre-record, we'll get Eric on.
Sure. Now, see, Judas Priest was here in my area the 3rd of October, but I was in New Orleans at that time, so I did not get to go see them. So you will get to see them. Now, is Steel Panther still opening for them in your show?
Steel Panther is the opener.
Okay. Because I noticed that already they're booking some solo shows. There was a show announced here in the Chicago area. I guess they're going to play the House of Blues.
Right. I think they're doing like their own solo headline tour after the Priest thing because they announced here too for like late November or something.
Right. Exactly. So, I got to admire those guys. I ran across an app on the Roku.
Okay.
And it's Heavy Metal Maniacs or something like that.
Okay.
And they show, it's kind of like heavy metal television in some regard because they show like live concert footage and videos and all kinds of stuff. And I guess Steel Panther played at Wacken this year.
Oh yeah, I watched it. I watched it on the Wacken stream.
Yeah. Well, I caught a replay of it on this Heavy Metal Maniacs.
Sure, that was a good show. They were good.
Yeah, they were real good. But what's really funny, though, is they were getting all the girls in the audience to pull their shirts up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That was just silly. There was a lot of ugly boobs out there.
Yeah, that was a slop fest. That's for sure.
That was nothing to look at.
Yeah, that was like the fucking after at a Weight Watchers convention.
Yeah, no kidding.
It was a bit tough to take.
Yeah, little bit of saggage going on there. A little bit of rough chicks at those shows.
Well, it is a sausage fest. It's a fucking 4-day metal fest.
Yeah, it is
designed for chicks to be at.
Yeah, it is. Well, I guess tonight, over in Nebraska, over in North Platte, Nebraska.
Yeah.
I guess there was supposed to be like this big show. I guess Nader was supposed to play at it, along with Benedictum and Jet Boy and Bang Tango, and I guess they all pulled out of the show. That's
what I hear. Elena, our good friend Elena, put out a big statement about all of her bands pulling out of the gigs.
Well, what's funny though is that I read her statement. And she basically was like, well, it's not Excite Entertainment's problem. It's not the band's fault. It's not the promoter's fault. Nobody's at fault here.
Yeah, well, somebody's at fault.
That's what I'm saying. She claimed she ran down the list of everybody involved with it, and nobody's to blame.
Well, you know what? Then they must be playing right now.
Right.
Because if nobody's to blame, they showed up and played.
Exactly.
Something happened.
So I wasn't even aware that Benedictum was on that bill.
Yeah, I heard, and I've been doing some work for Veronica directly, so I heard nothing about it.
Right. And then I think London had plans on being there.
Sure.
And then I guess Bang Tango backed out about 6 or 8 weeks ago, and Jet Boy couldn't make it, and I don't know who's left.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that the statement from Bang Tango came from our guy Lance Eric.
Yeah, now, see, that was something else I was going to bring up. He reached out to you and said he wanted to come on the show, so when is that happening?
Oh, we just need to make it happen.
Oh, okay. I
just haven't had time.
I got it. I'm just asking the question. I just, know that he had heard our segment a few weeks ago. Sure. and indicated he wanted to come on and tell his own side of the story.
Yeah, we need to get him on.
Yeah, so I think he'd probably be able to dish a little dirt.
I would think so.
Yeah. So I guess also tonight down in Louisiana, I guess there's a Dokken show.
Mm-hmm.
There's Dokken and Warrant, and who else is playing down there?
Is Winger on that one?
I think too? Winger, yeah. I think it's Dokken, Warrant, Winger, and probably our friend Angie Dokken Borrell. She's got like 6 names attached.
Right.
As she's usually in the chat room. She's probably over there because it's right in her neck of the woods.
Right. It's in her backyard. So
it is.
She's probably there.
Right. So anyway, big shows going on tonight.
Yeah. And we're here.
Well, you know what? I'd rather be here. I just, being away from the mic for several weeks, I get the itching to do this. Now, you attended a wedding last week.
I did, sir. Why weren't you there?
I couldn't make it. I was traveling.
See?
I just got home from New Orleans. I had to pack up, and then I had to head straight out to St. Louis.
See? Not a good excuse.
It is a good excuse.
You were already in the travel mode. It's just a little drive down.
Yeah, all I had to do was drive 350 miles east, and then drive 350 miles west, and then drive another 350 miles further west.
Right.
Yeah, so, it was just too much traveling, just too much going on.
I don't blame you.
I told John that, though. I told him a month ago that, there's a high probability that I won't make it, but if I can, I would.
Right. No, it was all good, dude.
Yeah. So I missed the big festivity, and I missed my chance to score with that little minx before she got that ring on her finger.
Boy, did she look fuckable at that wedding.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Stephanie is a fuckable bitch.
Nice. Well,
I love her and all, but wow. Let her have a twin sister and me a bottle of chloroform, and something's going to happen.
Wow. Look at you, Chris.
I would. Oh, my God.
Well, your pal Tommy Krash had something to say about that.
So I hear.
Yeah, he's too funny, man. That guy just cracks me up something awful.
What did he say? Something about I have a secret crush on.
Hey, Chris and Neeley, it's Tommy Krash. I was looking at your website and thinking about that picture of Neeley on there with Eddie Trunk, and that's fucking weird, man. I don't know what happened to Eddie Trunk, but he looks like he's government now. Like, I'm pretty sure he's like part of the Shadow Group or fucking reptilian. He's really odd looking, and Neeley just looked kind of a little off base with him. I don't know if he got this snub from Eddie Trunk before that picture was taken or what, but man, it's fucking weird. Those two guys, Neeley and Eddie Trunk. I don't know. I think Eddie Trunk would cock block him or try to cock block anyone now because he's a little bit skinny. But he's the fucking forehead, man. It's fucked up. But that chick who was on the show with Chris a couple weeks ago, pretty odd, and like she's getting married, and she's gonna. I don't like what's left to do with that. Her guy John, I think that's his name, is gonna plunge her asshole. He's fucking. I think he's a guy that told a story before about one time they were driving home from a concert. She had her period, but she told her, she fucking said, my ass is broke. And that's like the first time you fucked her in the asshole or something. That's a cool story. But that girl, I'm not sure where she works. I think she works at like a lawn doctor, a lawn care place. And she's got, what is she, like 42 maybe? Maybe 43. She got like pretty good titties, a little saggy, and fucking likes to smoke and say bad words and just really suck cocks good. So I don't understand the whole marriage thing with that. I agree with Chris and Neeley when they say, why can't just fucking, hanging out and fucking be enough, and after 2 years they always want more. It's like, what the fuck? And like I said before, the reason, like, what do you want to do with your cock? Right? What do we want to do with it? We want to come. I just want to fucking come. I don't really want to go to a movie or eat dinner. I can hang out with guys or fucking hang out with myself, look on the internet instead of doing it with a chick, but I just want to come. Some days I want to come 5 times. Some days I just want to come once in a pussy, in a nice, warm fucking pussy. So I'm not sure why her fiance's marrying that, because he could come in pussies all day and all night, or portable pocket pussies. That would probably be better anyway, because that chick's got a lot to say. But I bet she fucks good. I bet she fucks real good. I know Chris has got a hard cock for her, and he's got a dilemma because he's good friends with both of them, but his cock is hard.
So there you go, Chris. That's Tommy's assessment of your relationship with Stephanie, the Mrs. Drake.
That's quite an assessment.
That is quite an assessment. So there you go.
The only thing I heard wrong is that I know she does not work at a lawn care place.
Well, you can't get every detail right.
And I'm fairly positive she does not have saggy tits.
Right. In
fact, I'm pretty positive of that.
Sure. There you go. So anyway, Tommy will be on the show a little bit later.
Right.
So I'm sure he's got a lot to say. He thinks Stephanie's got a lot to say. I'm sure Tommy's got a lot to say.
Right. Well, Stephanie does have a lot to say.
She does have a lot to say. I was listening to the CMS 24/7 stream today.
Yeah.
And I caught the whole $50 for a blowjob or $5,000 or $50,000 for one or something like that.
Oh, well, yeah, it was like $50,000 for one or $50 for 1,000.
Yeah. And, I heard Stephanie's discussion about oral sex in women and, right, what they expect. And I got an argument with that. So
really?
Yeah. But I won't get into it right now. But, I disagree with, she can only speak for herself.
Sure.
But as far as the whole oral sex thing where women are concerned and that it's just too difficult and too precise and too picky and, right, blah, 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 that's not the case with everybody.
Yeah. I don't think I just blindly agreed with that, did I?
No, you didn't. But she said a few things that just made me kind of like, well, yeah, I guess you can't really speak for everybody.
Yeah.
So she just more or less made it clear that she's a lot of work.
Yeah, she made it clear that she's a lot of work and she likes the cock.
Right.
I mean, let's be honest. That's basically what she said. She said, I don't want your fucking tongue. I want a stiff meat pole up in me.
Right.
That's what she said.
I hear you. But anyway, if and when the opportunity comes for me to discuss this with her again or ever.
Oh, we could probably get her on later if we have time.
Well, we got a lot of guests tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if we have time, I'll text her and see if she wants to come on.
Sure. Well, dude, I'm looking at the clock and we're closing in here, so.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show as it's been for the last 18 years?
Yeah, 18 years.
Because it officially changes
in about 5 minutes. Right. Right. 4 minutes and counting.
4 minutes from now, you're all either going to hate me or not.
Now, I just announced you at the beginning of the show that people love you.
Okay. And you don't think it could all change right now?
No, I don't think so at all.
Okay, when I first reached out to you about this, you even were shocked. True?
I was surprised, yes. Yes, I was surprised.
I think I'm getting some blowback on this one. I definitely do.
Whatever. It's all good.
Whatever. I will say this much for everybody that's fucking already panicking. No, the show's not going anywhere. No, it's not getting shorter. And no, Neeley and I are not leaving.
No, we're riding so high with the CMS right now, it would be just stupid just to walk away right now.
Just rest assured that since I've been getting emails about that all week, that's not what's going on.
Right.
And I'll leave it there. Well,
the show is not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Chris is not going anywhere, and it's just going to get better.
That's it. The only thing that's changed is that we're now on uncontrolled noise.
Right.
That's it.
All right. Well, I'm going to play a song here.
Okay.
I'm going to play the bonus track off the Bombay Black Junk Food.
Okay.
CD.
All right.
And hey, let me see if this is the right song. No, that's not what I was looking for. Let me see here. Maybe it's this one. Yep, that's the perfect one right there.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Is that a dedication from you to me?
That is. No, well, not really, but I think it'll play in. It'll play in. All
right. Perfect.
All right. Well, let's jump into some Bombay Black. Chris and I'll be right back after this tune. So here it is. This is what is the name of this song?
You Suck.
Yeah, You Suck. There you go. That's right. You Suck.
That's right.
All right. It's been a while since I played this. Check it out. Bombay Black and Anger Management. You Suck. Exclusively here
on your classic metal show.